Okay, it looks like we are live on YouTube, everybody. I am Cain Stevens. This is Scratch the Vinyl live stream. You guys are back. I told you guys I'm having an identity crisis, and I am here as, of course, El Podcastico. I can't help myself anymore. I am letting him take over for the Halloween event. So I'm in championship mode today, as always. And speaking of that, we have a super huge announcement to make with you guys here. We have a big guest coming up, but let's bring on the other host right now. I have the chill man himself, the Godzilla of everything. He actually is Godzilla. I'm just gonna let you guys know now. He's just not receiving any of the any of the money for that just yet, but we're still battling that in court. Mr. Chill, welcome back to the show.
Good morning, El Podcastio.
Yeah.
Good to be back on another live stream of Scratch the Vinyl.
Dude, this is amazing. I'm so glad we're doing this now. This is the missing piece that's going to send us over the edge. And another missing piece is having our tripod, the third member of the group on here. We've been talking about her, but she's here in the, well, res- respectively in the flesh, right? She's she's in some remote location. I heard her pounding around in my shower earlier. It is Brooke Johnson. Brooke, welcome back.
Thank you very much. I am your bunion to your tripod. I don't know. I'm your bunion. I am glad to be here.
I've got a
I
couple of guests in studio, by the way. I've got Ed and Fred the Skeleton behind me. They're dressed up. I don't know if you guys could see them, but Fred the Skeleton decided to be Milk, and Ed the Skeleton thought it'd be cool to be a cookie. So I'm really glad that they decided to dress up for this.
They finally came out of the closet. Yeah, we were just in there earlier today, and you did hear us correctly.
What are you doing in there, Brooke? Like, that's the question on everybody's mind is what the hell are you doing in my closet next to my skeletons? What happens in there?
We're coming up with things to talk about. Like we're talking about all of our skeletons, and we come out in the closet. We just have a good time. Yeah, he did want to be Milk. He did tell me that, and I love Cookie over there. Yeah, they look really cute. You guys look great.
Well, the hamburger and bun costumes were were all sold out, and so was the hot dog. So we had to settle for these. They weren't happy at first, but now they're pretty pumped about it.
And you look amazing too, by the way.
No, I let the I let him win, man. I was having this inner struggle, and we basically had a match in my mind, and I was like, please God, no, just let me go as Cain Stevens, or let me go as something like something lighthearted or something. But no, El Podcastico won in the end in true championship fashion. So this I will be El Podcastico. Please don't sneak up on me. Don't grab me on the shoulder or anything. I will be feeling feisty and naughty come come Halloween. And our Halloween show is coming up, isn't it, Randy? We got the huge Madness at Madsen's Halloween show, and it is going to be the biggest thing that's ever happened in one building in this town. It's going to be something that everyone's going to talk about.
Well, what a lineup we have for this whole week. So we have probably the most famous guest we'll ever have to date so far on Scratch the Vinyl tomorrow. And that episode will come out Thursday night at midnight. So that'll just kind of preclude the Madness at Madsen's Halloween bash. And we're going to try to go live at 6:30 at Madsen's, kind of do a little Halloween hype for the whole event. We got Rico's Pass coming in, gonna perform on the lanes, a little rock and roll, kind of our first taste of metal on the lanes. No better time to bring that out than Halloween. I've literally got a $200 free to play poker game going on in the lounge. We got a costume contest. We got some of the best wings in town. I mean, we've got a ton of prizes. And guess what? Then Saturday, we got the Cornhuskers playing the USC Trojans. It's a night game, blackout game. This town is going to be wasted this whole weekend. And I haven't even brought up the candy. That's all I'm saying.
It is going to be rocking, man. Speaking of Rico's past, I was talking to I was talking to Rhett from Rico's Past, and this guy is planning to put on a massive performance. I mean, this guy's all energy. It's going to be one of those things where you do not want to miss this performance and what he has. And then not only that, but then the night gets better and better. I mean, it's like a progression. Then I come out of retirement with Mr. Chill, and we do karaoke with you guys. We're gonna have Brooke there. The word on the street is that Brooke will actually, either massage you with her feet, or she will let you actually massage her feet in that bunion for a small fee. You know what I mean? Like maybe if you guys buy a shirt or something,
Or bring candy. I think it could be candy.
it could be candy. We're hoping something, but you know, one thing I wanted to bring up was last live stream we had mentioned if we get to the subscribership, right, we're gonna have Brooke walking hamburger, but that wasn't really fair of me to bring up because we now want to get consent from Brooke. Brooke, we're not gonna just pick you up and drop you in hamburger or throw bologna at you without asking first. So Brooke, we want to know, the people want to know, will you, if we get up to 2,000 subscribers, will you show those beautiful feet and get in there in that meat and stomp around like Lucy on I Love Lucy?
Hell yeah, I've already been practicing. Yes, of course. You can do whatever you want with your meat or the meat to my feet. Absolutely. It sounds fun. And
Are
then
we
you can
going to
make
cook
the
it up? Are
hamburger.
we going to cook up? Yeah, we're going to cook it up afterwards.
Absolutely. Yep. I'll make sure they're nice and clean.
Maybe make a plate of lasagna with it and serve it to everybody.
I could put up my foot in lasagna too if you want. Just kind of
People go,
do lasagna.
what's in the meat?
What
What was in that meat?
Yeah. Do you still have your food handlers permit, Randy? I mean, are you good to go if we want to cook up a hamburger?
I am officially a safe serve certificate holder as we speak.
So am I. So that means I can touch it any way that I want.
So you can stomp your feet in it, but you have to wear gloves and you have to have a hairnet.
Do they have like feet gloves? I don't think socks.
Yeah, I think there's those toe socks, right? Those are basically foot gloves.
Then you wouldn't be able to see my beautiful feet though. So you'll just have to take a chance, I guess. You just take a chance on my feet.
Well, you got to leave something to the imagination, Brooke. I mean, we have to drive people to the OnlyFans in order, like you don't want to give away everything. Like we want to imagine those feet until you pay the price, pay the toll, or you get us to that subscribership. So we are daring you guys. Right now I'm El Podcastico, so I'm very very hostile at times. So I apologize, but I want you. That's right, Scratchaholics, you out there, to go ahead and get us to that. I want you to tell grandma. I want you to tell your kids. I want you to tell, well, maybe your kids that are old enough to listen and watch. I want you guys to tell them to subscribe to Scratch the Vinyl podcast because we need you guys more than ever, everybody. I mean, this is a ground roots movement. This is a word of mouth thing. We just keep growing and growing with this machine. But we need to be at like Gene Simmons level here, guys. We want to be the Kiss machine like you guys have never seen before, and we can't do it without you guys. So we appreciate everyone listening. But thank you, Brooke, for consenting to that. I plan on throwing spam and all sorts of different meats at you, and it's just going to be amazing. And I promise I won't be like rough about it. I won't make like a baseball out of it and really hurl it at you. I'll just kind of give it a light flick.
That's okay. Bologna doesn't hurt though. But you can toss that bologna as hard as you want. I used to play baseball. I think I could catch it probably with my mouth or my foot. I don't know. We'll practice beforehand.
This is gonna bring a new meaning to No Shave November for Brooke's feet.
My mom always told me if your toes are hairy, then you're gonna be rich someday. Well, I don't have that much hair.
Then you should be really rich.
Now, she said if you have a bunion, man, I would be like probably in the top 1% of richness.
Coming soon to Scratch the Vinyl homepage, Brooke's Yeti feet.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I like it. Yeah. All right. Maybe
which will only lead us into our next sponsor,
which
the
is Rick.
elegant Sasquatch for Brooks' feet.
An excellent plug for them. The Elegant Sasquatch Beard Company, or in this case,
Or
foot grooming company.
Yeti feet. That's a new line. We should pitch that to those guys. They've been a sponsor for us now for 2 years. I think they should be open to some of our ideas.
I'm open for it. I've always wanted to be a foot model too.
Foot model. I think we take some pictures of Brooks' feet before the meat squishing
And after.
and after. And I can you imagine a whole line of essential oils for Brooks' feet?
Or didn't we have sauce? Don't we have another with barbecue sauce?
We do have barbecue. That's right. Dude, this is amazing. You guys bring that up.
All right, if we get to 5,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
not only we get the meat, we're putting in the barbecue sauce.
Absolutely. I promise you guys, if we get to 10,000 subscribers, I will personally butt chug an entire bottle of that amazing barbecue sauce. I mean, it's going straight into my system. I'm already jacked from it. I mean, it basically but I'm going to butt chug this thing. So think of all the great things we could do. If you don't know what butt chugging is, grandma, cover your ears. You might not want to go to Google and look it up, but I will personally butt chug an entire thing of the spicy just for you guys.
After it's been on my feet.
The devil's spit.
Yes.
So what else do we have going on at this party? Now that we've gotten, yeah, the worst segue ever.
Nothing. That's it.
Butt chugging and everything else.
We are going to do karaoke.
So Brooke, are you coming as anything in particular, or are you kind of like making it a surprise?
I'll either come as myself as a witch, or I will I don't know, be a surprise. It might be a surprise. I might even be like the Yeti girlfriend or something. I don't know. We'll
Now, do you
see.
like being called a witch? Sometimes I feel terrible, but I remember in my paranormal show days, I would talk to certain witches all the time, and they held it as a badge of honor. Like, I would say witch a bunch of times and I'd feel bad, and they would say, no, please continue calling us a witch or, a warlock or whatever, because they want to own that thing where they can be called a witch all the time. So, I mean, is it offensive to you when we call you a witch, Brooke?
Not at all. And sometimes you get a bad rap. So it's not like you're the wicked witch and, running around with stealing dogs and stuff. But, witch is more of like a naturalist or, somebody that you better watch out for too. So be good because there are spells out there. I'm just kidding. I would never do that to anybody. I just like to manifest in my cauldron of like when we get this guest tomorrow, it's like a tribute to them. So it'll be really nice to get my cauldron out and manifest tomorrow's interview because I'm really excited about this one. I'm excited about all of them, but this one is probably going to be big, huge,
A doozy.
huge, I tell you.
And for the people that listen to the show, just to give maybe another hint, this is like so many degrees close to Brooke's hall pass. Like it's so close she can almost touch it. Like her she's getting more moist by the second just thinking about it. She's moist.
My bunion's getting hard.
She might sing. I don't want to totally tip it away, but she might sing the song tribute tomorrow on the show.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that or at karaoke. I'm definitely gonna do that on Saturday. But yeah, I think I could do the tribute about my car. It's about my car, right? Wink, wink.
Well, I threw that softball about the Chevy Citation last time, and then Randy's like, "Well, Brooke drives basically drives something almost identical to that," and I'm like, "Oh crap!" So I didn't mean that as a dig to you, Brooke. It's a great car, well made. It's fascinating to me.
Yeah, she's still trucking, but it's not the greatest car in the world. It's just a tribute. Huh, wink. Anyways, it's gonna be fun. And yes, Randy, I would love to sing that song on Saturday if that's okay. Because I think it's gonna be
Oh, we're gonna make
Cain
you
and
do it
I for
Friday. We're gonna make you do it Friday night.
yeah, Friday night. Yeah, yeah, for the Halloween for karaoke. Yeah, because I think Kate and I are gonna be doing that for a little while. We're because you got poker going on too, and we'll do live. It's gonna be a lot of live stuff going on too. That's gonna be fun. I'm glad we're doing it now because like sometimes I forget and I'll be picking my nose or whatever.
What's going to be like a reverse mullet? It's going to be like a party in the front and then business in the back type deal. Or no, it's really going to be a party everywhere. But I like to think that it's going to be a reverse mullet because people are going to be playing pool and bowling, and we're going to be having all this cool stuff right there on the lanes. And then if you go into EJ's Lounge, that's where the business is. That's where you shove your face full of all those wings. I know I'm probably going to have at least 75 of them, and then maybe a burger. And you play some poker, you hang out, and then you go back out there. It's going to be unreal, guys. Like I can't, and I'm not just saying that because we're a part of it. I would go to this show no matter what because it's just that huge.
Oh yeah, and we had Keenan Eats, on our show, and he said that those wings and the burgers and all of they're amazing. They're so I can't wait to grub on that after I put my feet on all the meat. Just kidding, I won't do that, guys. Not yet. But yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. And
Well,
aren't we gonna?
Randy, do you think that we could do a pairing at some point with Madsen's with Lil Bill's barbecue and their is that I don't know how that works, but if not, I'll cook you guys some up from in the backyard, or I'll sneak some Madsen's ones outside and I'll just dump them on top. But it would be cool to have a pairing with that someday. I'm definitely bringing the sauce for people. I should do like the Sam's or Costco thing. Like I should have little cups and just do the whole like little tasting thing for that event. But I'm bringing some of that. We're gonna have
If
stickers. We're gonna have
I
things.
mean, if we announce free shots, we know what they're thinking.
Yeah.
But when they go and do it,
Yeah.
it'll be barbecue sauce. They're
Or
like, man, you tricked us. You tricked us.
we could do the taste thing too, right? Like where you put a straw down and we could dump all the flavors in, and have people guess the sauces for some vinyl or something down the line. So we
You
definitely got
guys,
to do a tie-in with that.
I have 5 toes, and so if we have 5 sauces, then you can lick one off of each toe, and then I have the bunny, so bring 6, and then we could do tastings off of those.
Brooke,
Okay,
is
no.
Jason cool with all this? I mean, you're basically offering to let people suck your toes, rub your feet, do all this stuff. I mean, as long as Jason's cool with it, or does he want to get in on the action?
Might get in on it. Well, tomorrow's his birthday, so uh well, it's Thursday and then Fridays we're gonna be partying there too. So, but yeah, he's probably fine with it. Shit, he'll probably put some on him too. Um, yeah, no big deal. We like to cook around here and we can
Did
use
did
it.
we just use the 5 second delay button?
No, we need one. I that's where I need to get the rubber chicken back.
Burp.
This is only our second live stream, and Brooks already broke the code.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Gosh darn it.
When we were at KZUM, Brooke, I was like, I kept staring at that button. Like for whatever reason, like, especially, with David there, and we are already having so many things go on with playing nothing but vinyl. I just kept thinking to myself, like, there's no way David's going to hit that button in time. So I had it dialed in whenever Brooke was on the mic, thinking I'm going to have to dive over there over all of his equipment and press that button before we all get fined.
I know I get like when I was doing the radio, I was like, okay, I got this. I got this. Now we're doing podcasts and I'm like, oh, he can always edit it if he wants. And now I'm back to like live. So if I do cuss, I do apologize to everyone, but they're just words in a sense, I guess. It's how I use it. It's all okay. Everything will be okay. Randy, you look pretty. You look bad. You look like bad A. Can I say a bad? You look pretty pretty hot
Well,
there.
you know, we get into our alter egos, and this is just me chilling out.
The chill man
I
himself.
like it.
I'm sorry. I wish we could have gotten you a Godzilla costume, but I think that you being in your alter ego, Mr. Chill, is absolutely perfect. I mean, like, if you guys haven't been to Randy's shows, Randy is, him and I talked about it last week. We're so like-minded when it comes to partying with people. Randy's the guy you want to hang out with. Randy's the guy you want to be locked next to in the garage with at like a tailgate or, whatever, a party where you can just sit there and chill with him and talk music and everything. So I can't think of honestly a better, aside from Godzilla, a better costume than that.
Well, everybody always goes, "Is that your real hair?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." Only because I'm getting a little grayer, and you know, it's okay. I think my chillness is improving over time. I think what they thought that I was really chill, I was still working on it. Now I've aged like fine wine that's been open for a year.
Your body's kind of forcing you to chill too. I know
Yeah,
that feeling.
I have
Kinda
no
like,
choice.
I don't
I have no
care.
choice. People ask me all the time, "What are you up to?" I go, "Nothing." "Are you getting in trouble?" I'm like, I can't. I can't even run fast enough to get away. They'll catch me. I gotta learn how to talk my way out of stuff.
Just sit and look cute and chill. It'll be fine. Randy, give me the mic.
Give me the mic. Yeah, we did have Brooke at a show here this last week because she did a double duty at work, and uh, me and Brooke do this. Me and Brooke do this thing where we do improv karaoke. So we pick a song. We for many years we've used the same song, and we let people, the audience, give us words we have to change in the song while we're singing it. Brooke's terrible at this, by the way. She cannot do it.
I can only do I can only make my own words up. You're good at the ones when somebody
right. She inspires me with all these good stuff, and then she follows it up with something just horrible, and I look down, and I'm trying to keep in tune, and I already suck at singing anyways, and the crowd literally, you just look at their faces and they're in shock. They're like,
well, that was the second song.
"What?
The first one,
What are
Jackson
they
was really
doing?"
good. No, Jackson was
Actually,
good.
that was your
Good.
best. That was your best version of Jackson we've ever done.
I like how you say version because it is. It's always different.
It's always different. This was your best version. I'm being honest, and it was a little tribute to our to our guy Jackson, who just got married, and he was there. And
Coriel. Yeah, it was Coriel and
yep,
Jackson's
yep.
Yeah, because I was going to do it at their wedding, but we had to leave. Gosh darn it.
I didn't want to bring it up to him, but spending your honeymoon at my karaoke show is probably not high on the list.
I'm sure Coriel had to get up for music or for her radio show. So I bet they'll go somewhere eventually. And maybe they'll bring us with them so we could just sing to them all the time. Jackson liked it.
I absolutely love those guys. They're awesome.
I do too.
That's how I lost 3 of my ex-wives, was taking them to Mr. Chill Entertainment, taking them to karaoke with Randy the next night. Like we met at karaoke and then we also broke up at karaoke. So it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, but think of how I passed them off onto somebody else and saved you all that headache.
It's really the best place to meet people. I mean, I can't say that like all those years that I was a karaoke host, I noticed that all these groups that came, it was fun to watch like the people who'd never met in their lives and probably would never hang out in regular life. All of a sudden they became best friends and like real friends in regular life. Like it's such a cool community that I don't think it's kind of a if you know type thing. It's just that's why I'm so passionate about karaoke is because it's such a cool place to go. And for like musicians, it's like the best thing. But Randy has all these like theater kids and stuff come in with like fantastic voices. And it's great how people like that can mingle with people who can't sing a lick. You know what I mean? Like, and it doesn't matter. You're just there for the party. It really doesn't matter at all. Like I was watching a video that they posted at Steve-O's from the other night or whatever, and it looked rocking. I mean, there were like 12 or 15 girls there up on stage, and they're holding their beer up and doing the whole star thing. And it's cool to just let your freak flag fly and just go out and have a great time. And that's what I love about karaoke.
Well, and that's what I like about Randy's because like I've been to a lot of them to where if you can't sing, you're not probably going to get up there, you know? And it's all, he has so much fun. Like that. I love your karaoke shows. Like they are probably my favorite. And I've never got to go to Cain's. And if I did, I might have, but that was a long time ago if I did. But Randy's, yours is the best because you accept everybody.
Well, I'll give a shout out. I'm going to be at Steve-O's tonight. So I'm going to go to a show that I don't have to work. I'll give a shout out to Terry of karaoke. She's my favorite Tuesday night karaoke gal down at Steve-O's out in the Highlands. We're gonna be out there tonight doing a little pre-Halloween fun. Ben and Steve always do a huge Halloween thing. So here's a karaoke bar in the Highlands that is fully decorated right now in Halloween garb, and they do a huge costume contest. They're going to have a huge weekend themselves. So we're going to get out there early this week and celebrate out there with them. And then, of course, we're going to have our big party on Friday as well. There's got a lot going on in town that's going to be fun this weekend. I'm very excited.
Well, I love Terry. I'm glad you mentioned her. Terry was always one of my favorites. Like I always wanted her to work for me. She's solid. She sings great songs. She's so fun. And she's just one of my favorites. So shout out to Terry and Teriyaki. She's a blast. You guys should go see them tonight at Steve-O's and kind of do the whole the whole pre Madness at Madsen's tailgate there. Hell, go bounce back and forth for all weekend. Go to Steve-O's and support. I love Steve too. I mean, Steve is one of the real ones out there and has always been great. A karaoke and music legend in this town, just like Randy is. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's great. Let's look at it as a tailgate for the Scratch the Vinyl event on Friday night. So, get out there and get yourselves ready, everybody.
I always look at it as a community. All of all of us KJs around town, all of us go to each other's shows, support it, because you know what? To have a really as a business model for the community, you want good shows all over the place. And we have a lot of great KJs in town. I appreciate you guys always give me praise on this stuff. And I think that's only because I've been around a long time. But I learned from some of the best. I went to some of the best. I developed my shows around a lot of that stuff. And look, at the end of the day, I feel I'm a glorified button pusher. I just try to keep the vibe going, and I keep the people singing new songs, and I try to suggest new things to a lot of great singers. And you know what? When they come through, man, it's nothing better. But you know what? There's a reason why we've been successful with it all these years, is because there's a lot of great talent out there and a lot of great KJs. You come to any one show, look, if it's busy, you're lucky to sing one or two times. We need a lot of great venues. And of course, Steve-O's is a true karaoke bar. They do it 5 nights a week. Beautiful stage, beautiful lighting, beautiful background, LED big screen. That right now they have a whole Halloween package, which is unbelievable. I encourage everybody to go check it out. And, I'm not afraid to promote.
They do it 5 nights a week though.
They
Because
do.
I get calls at Kelly's a lot, Wednesdays and Saturdays at Kelly's, and then the rest of the week I'm like, I think Steve-O's does it because I know there was, I think like the Beacon or something did it or still does it. I'm not sure, but that's who I always tell him to go to.
Yeah. Well, of course, I'm down at Matt's on Thursday nights with a whole nother early night crowd. That's what I love about being in different places, is interacting with a lot of different people, different singers. If you'd like me to share my top 5 songs that I don't ever want to hear in karaoke again, I will.
Yes, do it. I want to hear these.
I think number 1 on the list right now is definitely Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. And I love Carrie Underwood, and I think she's super talented. I love her songs. But if I don't ever have to hear that song in karaoke again, I'll die happy.
What's like the longest one? Isn't there a really long?
Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. And right now it's been performed every Tuesday right now in the last 5 weeks. And I've just about, it's like nails on a chalkboard for me.
I love the guy that comes up and he wants to do this song with like an 8-minute guitar solo, right? And then it's awkward because they're just standing there, or that's so like Paradise and the Dashboard Lights kind of. I mean, at least there's stuff going on, but yeah, that's definitely one.
Freebird got about 2 minutes of singing and a 7-minute outro.
Yeah,
I could make up words to those though. Like I just keep singing. I don't need the prompter.
why would you read the prompter, right? Like who needs the prompter when you can just make up your own words, Brooke?
Yes, that's what I did. But you know what? That was really cool is that when I do read the prompter, I'm like, that's what they're saying. Huh. I never knew that.
And you know what's funny is I have a lot of them, they think that I hate country music. And I don't. I don't hate it. I just don't want the whole night to be country.
Yeah, the other night it seemed like there was a few country songs that the normal. I think it was Ingrid or somebody goes, "It's country night" or something, and I go, "No, it won't be that the whole time."
I've even proven it lately. I have even embarked in singing some country songs lately.
Whoa!
Well,
I know.
Yeah, but
everybody come up afterward like, "I thought you hated country." I'm like, I don't hate country. In fact, I like Randy Travis.
Well, and we sing Johnny Cash. That's technically country.
I like Johnny Cash, of course.
I love Johnny Cash.
Man in Black.
I don't know what meeting we were in a meeting the other day, and somebody had mentioned something about a full country night, and I snickered to myself because I'm thinking you're talking to the guy Randy who does the the country power hour thing,
the no country power hour.
Yeah, his mind. I felt like your mind was collectively exploding with me. Like, wow, that would be
now. Here's how I compromise. I let the first 2 hours let them sing any country song they want. In fact, the whole 2 hours could be country. But that last hour when everybody's had a few shots and they're hyped up and the party's roaring and we're doing we're doing the serious Bon Jovi power ballads. I don't want to hear Whiskey Lullaby.
Or the one
you want to go into deep depression? Listen to have that happen every Saturday night at a show.
But some of us do want to go into deep depression. Some of us
no.
Yeah. Oh,
that's not my show. So
well, we have somebody commenting right now. We have DJ Play Nice commenting. Let's read some of it.
Bohemian Rhapsody. He's not wrong.
Girl. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. With the eye roll, American Pie. Yeah, I have.
Now I haven't heard American Pie doesn't get played that often anymore.
There was a certain person who I refused to mention, but he used to sing that all the time, and that used to be like his go-to. And
now again, I don't mind Bohemian Rhapsody every once in a while, and I definitely think it should be toward the end of the night.
Yeah,
to start out when everybody's kind of into that first drink, and it's it's like, no, man. Learn the vibe. I think that's my job. I have to train these people how to understand how the progression of a night of karaoke goes.
Well, here's a question for you, Randy. I mean, because you're on the upper echelon, you're at the top of the game. How do you train the next generation of KJs out there? Because there's some young ones out there, and I've been to their shows, and they're pretty good, but a lot of them, I mean, no offense to them, they feel like just straight button pushers. Like I've literally seen some of them like reading a book, right? When it's not very busy. But how do you train the next generation of KJs to keep it going and to just keep the party going like you do?
Well, I think it always starts with it. I know for me, it always started with keeping up with today's music. And your younger crowd, that's what they listen to. They're with what's current on the radio. And if you have those songs, they will perform them. And it brings a whole nother energy to the room. Now, you don't need to, the whole night doesn't have to be that way, but it is a nice change of pace. And so what I would kind of teach these guys is, learn how to blend some of the old with the new, and encourage your regular singers to try new songs. I have kamikaze nights. I have singers that have so big lists of songs. I've got them pretty much trained. They just say, Randy, just pick me one. Whatever the vibe is, pick the song that goes with the vibe. And I'll look and see what the list of singers are and what songs are coming up, and I'll try to blend the right ones together. So you don't have like a screaming ballad and then a super slow soft and then back and forth. But you might have 3 or 4 country songs in a row and then lead into a little more classic rock or some, today's music. It's just kind of learning how to read the room is the best way to put it.
I really appreciate as a bartender, like at the end where you're like, all right, everybody, it's time to go. And you play closing time or something. That really works because sometimes you don't have a microphone and you can't tell people, you know, get out of here. It's closing time. But I do appreciate that. Also, how do you, okay, explain to people, like, some people like, oh, I only got to sing 2 songs and Fred sang 5 or whatever, what do you like? You have a rhyme or reason to how you do your show. So explain to people why sometimes they don't get in, or if, for whatever reasons. Because sometimes people, I'm like, just stop. Maybe just stop.
Well, the problem is that the difference that comes, look, I have a busy show. So I have, you know, on a regular average, I have 20 to 30 singers just to start a show. Well, that's an hour to an hour and 15 minutes alone to get through a first rotation, just with the people that showed up on time. Then you get people that show up late or just show up later. Well, you got to filter them in somehow. And so, I insert them into the time frame of what everybody else has been waiting. And so the people that are there first don't wait 2 more hours because you got so many more people, but I give everybody a fair chance to be in that first rotation and in the second rotation. And the people that stick around, the people that come for the night, are going to have a better chance to sing more times because, again, they've been waiting patiently. And I'm very strict to that rule. And by doing that, my regulars understand that and they don't get pissed off. People that get pissed off are the ones that show up at 1:15, that haven't been there all night and then act like they should get in the next 2 songs. And you're like, hey man, I got 57 people here have been waiting over 2 hours to sing. It's just not how it works. And so you want to be part of the show,
realize,
come down early, come early, sing often. That's what we used to always say. Come early, sing often.
yeah, because that's nothing to do with how they're singing. It's not like they're bad singers or that you don't know them very well and you're, choosing these and people over these. I try to explain that to people all the time. I'm like, it's a lot harder than you think to be a DJ because you have to juggle so many things and get so many people in. But yeah, if you're there early, it's like anything else. You stand in line overnight for something, you're going to be the first one in and get the best seats or the best tickets or whatever. It's kind of the same thing.
You know what my favorite one is? They'll come up and they'll be like, hey man, I really got to go. I've been waiting. I really got to go. I got to get out. I'm literally, I got to leave. Any way you can just get me in a little sooner so I can get out of here. And I'll look. I'm like, okay, no problem. You look, these 7 people haven't sang yet. They're all part of the first rotation. I'm not skipping anybody. I'm just saying, okay, get you in, get you out. Right. And then they'll sing. And then 20 minutes later, they ain't left.
Yeah.
And then they come up and like, hey, how fast can you get me back in again? I'm like, not.
That's like that. That's like when I have people lined up at the bar before 2 o'clock in the or in the afternoon when I open. And if I let one person in, I gotta let everybody in. So you just have to be patient, wait your turn. And if you can't wait 5 minutes or you can't wait an hour, then just have fun with your friends and listen to everybody. I think it's fun. I don't know. People get
It's
too,
always it's always an issue. It's always been an issue. It's probably the toughest issue in the business is how you accommodate everybody. And um, I think the reality is most of your regular people that support you on a regular basis are very patient and will be patient if they understand that you're doing it in a fair way. And they understand new people are going to come in, and they don't really complain about that. What they're going to complain about is you make exceptions for so many people, and they feel like they never get in, or don't they wait an extraordinary long time because you've made all these exceptions. And so
it's just about going out and having fun, guys. That's all it is.
it is. And look,
Well,
we we do it so many times a week. If we don't hear you do Before He Cheats for the 800th time this year, we're okay. We're going to be fine. In fact, I'll encourage you to go buy her album, pull it up on Spotify, listen to it all the way home, and sing your heart out.
That's the first song I'm going to do that night, Randy. I
All right, it's on the books. We're
Yeah,
leading
right.
off. We're
No-
leading off with Cain's version of Before He Cheats.
and then I chase everybody out of the room. Well, we have a lot of other big stuff happening. I mean, we have a costume, so we are going to be the judges for the costume contest,
We are.
and that's going to be huge. So we definitely want to see the best of the best. I mean, we love the slutty cat and the and all of that stuff. Those are classics, the hot cop and everything. But we want to see you guys really put some effort into this thing and really make this night special. But even if you're not wanting to be a part of the contest, and there are some great prizes there, I just come for the fun. I mean, there's nothing better, like me as a musician all these years, nothing was more of a blast to me over New Year's Eve, all those huge shows than the Halloween shows. And it's not just because I love Halloween, but it's just fun to dress up and just be something that you're not, and just it's a masquerade, right? So we want you guys to go there and try your best. We promise we'll judge it square down the middle. We're not going to take your bribes or anything. It's not like we're giving you guys the keys to Brooke's car, unless of course you want to drive that or give her a couple hundred for it. But I don't know how much it's worth. Brooke.
Hey, do you think we could make any money if Brooke, instead of hayrack rides, you have to ride in Brooke's tribute
yes.
while listening to Tenacious D?
Yes.
I would love it to be part
while
of
I'm
the
singing.
Brooke. Could we do that? Could you play?
Oh, and Brooke sings the whole way.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like what's his name? The guy that sits in the car and sings with the famous people. We could do that. Absolutely.
As long as they sign a disclaimer about being scared to death.
Well, that's going to be in the middle of the party. Kane's going to have a costume change, and he's going to be a slutty cat. Now he can sit in the back of the car.
Yeah, they won't notice. They'll just say, "What happened to Cain?"
That's
Is that before or after I sacrifice a live chicken? That's what I'm wondering. It's gonna be a weird night. I promise I won't do
so
that.
much fun.
But it's gonna get weird. It's gonna get strange, and it's gonna be a blast. I know we probably don't have a ton more time on the live stream, but we do have to tell you guys that this is gonna be massive, and this is free admission, so you don't have to pay a cover to get in. But I would encourage you to buy food and buy drinks and party with us and really have a blast. Even rent those lanes. There may even be special. I don't know. There's going to be massive stuff going on. How cool is it to be having a party go down like this?
Well, we are going to have a deal for rent the lane by an hour for $50.
Yeah.
It includes a shoe rental. You can be right up on their lanes where we're partying, doing the contest, doing the karaoke. Brooke's going to be at the table registering people for the contest. Don't be afraid to go up and talk to her, even if she looks like a witch. She'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll recover. It'll be fine. It's just how it goes. Really come be part of our live stream and show off your costume, and good luck. Last year's winner was the KJ Experience, coming as the Smashing Pumpkin. It was awesome. She made it. She made it herself. I was awesome. This year, we're looking for, I think we got 3 categories, don't we, Cain? We
I
got,
think we do. We'll have male, female, and
a group,
yeah,
an ensemble.
yep.
So we got 3 categories we're giving away. Um, man, I can't wait. It's coming up. Here we go.
And if you are planning on being the slutty cat or the nurse or something, we encourage that. Like we, I'm not saying that as I'm not saying that as Cain Stevens. I'm saying that as El Podcastico. You know what I mean? I promise I'm not going to get handsy or anything. My old lady, she's got this laser beam stare from across the city. She's watching me at all times. And but we encourage that. It's going to be a blast. If you're a guy and you want to be a slutty cat, like if you want to join me in that quest, it's going to be the best. So sorry I called anybody slutty if that's your costume. I
Hey,
don't
if they
mean
take
it, or maybe I don't know.
nope, if you take offense to it, then you need to think something deep in your head.
Well, if the
Right.
costume fits, wear it.
Yes, and I think the group of slutty cats, because trying to herd cats is really hard. That would be funny. They're all running around all over the place, and then Randy has to say, "All right, everybody, sit down, you guys, quit herding those slutty cats." Yeah, that'll be fun.
Hurting the slutty cats. That's gonna be on our next Halloween T-shirt.
Right. How many slutty cats can you herd into Brooke's car? That's the game that we're really going to try to play.
That is a great question. We'll have to, yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Those of
Huh.
you watching, this is how we come up with our best ideas. By the way,
This is the think tank, right?
we lock Brooke in first. We lock Brooke in a closet, and then she comes out and says all this crazy stuff, and then me and Cain usually come up with a great idea,
That's right.
and it usually involves Brooke's feet.
Yeah,
Or
it's usually about Brooke. That's the thing. Like,
It is usually about Brooke.
you guys do all these, like, you're secretly doing shows without me, and then like, okay, now we're gonna tell her we already talked about it, so she's gonna do it. I'm gonna do about anything. So you guys have at it. This is keep going with this,
yeah,
especially
this is
people.
like a faux podcast. This is all in your mind, Brooke. Like to be, there's actually no podcast at all. Like Randy and I do another podcast, and then this is all in your mind. There's no such thing as scratch the vinyl. Oh my
Oh,
God.
don't screw with me right now because it's probably right. This is right. Oh my gosh.
I do have to give a shout out this week to Nicole. It was her birthday.
Uh,
We did. I did not have to put up bail money to get her out of jail from Las Vegas. She got back safe. No bail money was spent. I did make her sing karaoke the other night. She went for it with full force. She doesn't do it very often. Uh, to check on her, I did stop over at Kelly's Sunday afternoon while she was working, and I literally walked in and her eyes just went right to the ground. It gave me that smile. I'm like, "You okay?" She's like, "Ugh." But
she had,
she was a trooper. She partied all week. She literally partied all week to Vegas and back, to Kelly's and back. Oh my God.
she had a good time.
Happy birthday, Nicole.
Yeah, happy birthday and happy birthday, Jason, as well. So I feel
Yeah,
like
Jason
yep,
this Thursday.
yep. Just a whole lot of birthdays and fun stuff happening. So, and I can't wait for Friday. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh, especially with you guys.
Hey, before we get out of here, I think look, we had some nice comments on the live feed today. I think let's just encourage our listeners to put stuff in the comments. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We actually do have some great music things we're going to be talking about coming up soon on the live stream. But we can't help that we're getting excited for Halloween and what's going on. And the madness at Matt's is this Friday night, October 31st. Starting the live stream at 6:30. We're going to go to the end of the night with karaoke. So much in between. You don't want to miss any of it or all of it. Just come on down.
Yeah, thank you everybody for listening and watching. We appreciate it.
Well, we're so glad that Brooke was in on this one, and we're so glad that you guys are watching. Thank you, DJ Play Nice, for all the comments. I know you didn't want us to do the barbecue toes or the barbecue butt chugging, But hey, there's somebody out there that does. There's something for everybody. And when it comes to Scratch the Vinyl, there's always something for you guys. There's always something on the hook. So you guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for sticking around, and please continue with these live streams. Please listen this Friday for our major guest. If this thing goes down, I can just tell you this because I don't want to spill the beans, but I'll just tell you this. It will be the most massive guest we've ever had on the show. It'll be huge, and we've given you some clues. So go back and listen a couple times, and you might even get a little bit of a hint. I don't know, but if not, then maybe this is just a tribute to another show. So thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. And we will catch you guys on the flip side and at that party at Madsen's. We'll talk to you guys later.
Rock.